Welcome back everyone. In last video, we have discussed modeling of column and modeling of beam. Now in today's video, we discuss about modeling the steel plates. Okay, so now this is the grid which is provided over here. Now here, when you go in the steel section, there is an option of plate. So in Tekla, we can create a different types of plate. So in today's video, we discuss about creating the normal plate, then creating the cylindrical and conical plate. The next two types of plates that we discuss in the next video. So let's start with this plate. When you select the plate, then you have to see the command given or instructions given. Pick the first corner point for the plate. So here you have to pick the first point, then pick the second point, pick the next point, then pick the next point, and then either you can pick the last point, again the starting point, or you just click on middle mouse button. So now you can see a plate is get modeled over here. Now you can create a plate using this plate option, which is having n number of corner points. Like here right now we have created only 4 rectangular plate. You can create a polygonal plate using this option also. Like here if I'm selecting this point, then here, then next here, then here I'm just creating the plate and then middle mouse button. So here this is the plate got created of different shapes. Means any regular or irregular shape of plates that you can create by using this option by just clicking on the corner points. Okay, now when you select this plate, you can see the properties of plate are displayed over here. So name is plate. So profile is given PLT 10. PLT means plate and 10 is nothing but the thickness of the plate. If you want, you can change the thickness of plate like PLT 20 mm. So now the thickness of the plate is get changed. This you can see in this view. Like here, this is a plate thickness, right? And then if I'm just clicking on the plate, so if I again make 10 mm, then you can and modify, you can see the thickness of the plate is get changed. Okay, then similarly here material properties are given. You can choose the grade of material as per the requirement. Then class, now normally by default class of the plate is given as a 99, that is gray in color. As per your requirement you can change the color also. Then in case of plate numbering, here the assembly numbering is given as a suffix P starting from 1. Now the position of the plate, here you can see, just selecting the plate. Okay, so here at depth you can see the select the option of middle and then modify. So you can see from the grid line it is provided at the middle. Then you can select front, it is provided up to that, or it is provided behind to that, or even you can give the distances also. Like from here I want it at 100 mm downside, so modify. You can see the plate is get shifted at 100 mm from the grid point. Okay, so like this you can make a changes as per your requirement. I will again make it as a 0 and modify. Now this is what the properties of the plate. Okay, now next, if you want to create the cylindrical bend plate. Cylindrical bend plate means what? Two plates that we can join with the help of this cylindrical bend. Now here in this figure you can see such type of cylindrical bend that will be provided in between the two plates. So to model this plate, I will just open the view along the grid point. Okay, so this is the plate view or the vertical view. We'll just make it as a Ctrl+P. Now here you can see this is our model plate. Now I will model one more plate over here, like here selecting this plate and starting from points like here and next and then middle mouse button. Okay, so if I place the control P, you can see this is how the plate is get modeled over here. Okay, now you can see at this corner these two plates are not joined. These are two individual parts, like this one plate and this is another plate. This is one and this is another plate. So here we have to select this, create the cylindrical plate, then selecting this point. Here it is asking for select the first part of the plate. So here I am selecting this first part and then select the second part. Now you can see once you select the second part, immediately these corner points are get joined by means of a cylindrical plate. Okay, so these parts you can join by parts or by faces. Okay, I will again show you. Just make it undo. You have to go over here and create the cylindrical bend plate. So here you have to select, we are taking by faces. So if I'm selecting this face and then this face, sorry, just I'm selecting, creating this cylindrical bend by faces. So the bottom face and then this. Actually, I have to select this side plate. Okay, I will show you cylindrical bend by faces. I'm selecting this bottom face and then I'm selecting this vertical face. Now you can see in this way the cylindrical bend is got created between the faces. Okay, now similarly this you can more easily understood by means of this, create the cylindrical bend plate. So by faces, if I'm selecting this top face and then if I'm selecting this vertical face, now you can see these two faces are get joined by means of cylindrical bend plate. Okay, so in this way you can just add this plate as a cylindrical bend plate. Okay, now in the same manner you can just provide the conical bend plate. Like here you have to go in this, create the conical bend. Again you have to just select first part and second part. Now you can see this type of conical bend is provided over there. So create the conical bend plate, select the first part and select the second part. Now you can see this type of conical bend is get created over here in between the plates. Okay, the same way you can create this conical bend plate by means of faces also. The basic difference between this cylindrical and conical bend plate is, in case of cylindrical bend plate, the outer edge and inner edge both are having the same radius. But in case of conical bend plate, the outer edge is having the maximum radius, whereas the inner edge is having the less radius. That is only the basic difference, fundamental difference between the two types of plates, that is cylindrical and conical bend plate. Okay, now in the next class we discuss about the remaining two types of plate, that is standalone bend plate and lofted bend. Thank you.